Hello there! My name is Stanley Stickman, and those are my lovely children, Sarah and Scott. I love them very much. That's why today I want to tell you how to keep all the children happy, how to protect them against abuse and neglect. Let's start with abuse. What is abuse in the first place? According to research, abuse is considered to be any form of physical, sexual, and psychological maltreatment of a child or children. When we say physical abuse, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe punching or kicking? But there are many more actions in this category, like scratching, biting, slapping, choking, force feeding or denying food, using weapons or objects, restraining, reckless driving, and so on. Now, about sexual abuse. First thing that comes to mind? Probably sexual intercourse. There are many other ways like exhibitionism, fondling, masturbating, forcing the minor to masturbate, using obscene expressions, sharing any pornographic material with the children, using objects or substances to simulate the minor, sex trafficking, and so on. The last, not the least, but the most overlooked is psychological abuse, also known as emotional abuse. What could be some examples there? Well, it could be opposing, saying no to everything, blocking, which is shutting down an attempt at conversation, belittling, which means trivializing any achievement, undermining, which means ruining the self-esteem, and so on. The scientists reached some statements that seem to hold true for most of the cases. For example, violence is in some cases encouraged by culture. The negative influence of media is one of the factors that contribute to violence. Families that are involved in the community are less likely to be violent. We can identify some risk factors to make abuse more predictable. As we can see, there are many types of abuse. Now, what about child neglect? Maybe the most elusive type of abuse, the hardest to gather data from, and the most problematic to describe. Without further ado, it includes the failure to provide adequate healthcare, supervision, clothing, nutrition, housing, as well as failing to meet other physical, emotional, social, educational, or safety needs. Another example could be street children. Well, that sums it up.
But Daddy, tell them how to fight abuse.
Yeah, Daddy, tell them how to fight abuse. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The best way to fight abuse is to prevent abuse. Thus, let's see what we can do in this department. There are many ways to contribute, many possibilities to help. For example, try to understand how the kids behave at different ages, have realistic expectations, keep the children happy, set clear rules so the child knows what to expect, watch your words, make your home a violence-free area, keep children away from alcohol and other substances, take a timeout if you need it, think before you act, seek help from professionals, and call child abuse hotlines if needed. There is surely more to say, but for the time being, I hope you're now more aware of what your children need, what can go wrong, and how to help prevent it. I'm Stanley Stickman, and that is all there is today. Take care and care. Stanley out.